get to the money. Gotta get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. So you know that I'm on it. Gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and me. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. And gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and they. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money.
Welcome to another episode of Drinking After Dark, a podcast where we discuss random topics while having a few drinks. I'm your host, Darius, and as always, drink responsibly. And y'all make sure y'all follow Drinking After Dark podcast on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to Drinking After Dark podcast YouTube channel. Tonight, y'all know what I'm drinking on, my usual Crown Royal Vanilla mixed with Dr. Pepper Cream Soda. And tonight's episode is sponsored by Joe Shakinab and Shakinab.com. Go visit Shakinab.com for services, monthly updates, and contact information. Once again, visit Shakinab.com, promoting leadership and scholarship. So I hope everybody had a great weekend last weekend. I know some of you guys have plans this weekend. I know some of y'all heading to the Kentucky Derby this weekend. And of course, we have Cinco de Mayo and a lot. It's a lot going on this weekend, but there's some stuff that's been going on as well. There's two things I want to talk about. First thing I gotta definitely talk about. Y'all know that I am a huge sports fan. I love basketball. I love football as well. Those are the two sports I follow the most. But we got to talk about what transpired. If y'all don't know, last weekend, I gotta talk. It was like top story, right? It was just top story when it came Monday. I think it was like Monday. So the Lakers defeated the Memphis Grizzlies in 6 games. And of course, the Warriors defeated the Sacramento Kings in 7 games. So you have the Lakers and the Warriors right now in the second round. But the biggest story is the Memphis Grizzlies informed Dillon Brooks that he would not return to the team. He is a free agent, but they won't re-sign him under any circumstances. So if y'all don't know, I know a lot of you probably do know, but if you're not a sports fan like that, I was going to break this down and tell you why a lot of people made jokes. All right, so Dillon Brooks was basically, I don't know how you would characterize him. I guess he's like a bad boy, a villain in the NBA. I don't see how. I mean, a villain has to have like game that he could back up. Dillon Brooks, not so much, but he was basically talking trash to LeBron in the first round, basically saying that he's poking the bear and he doesn't respect a player that doesn't drop 40 on him. Well, this is what happened. The Grizzlies pretty much got beat in the first round. That game 6, the Memphis Grizzlies got beat by 40 points. Now, after Dillon Brooks did all that talking, I think for the last 3 games of that series, I think he didn't talk to reporters. Basically, you did all that talking when you win, but when you lose, now you don't want to say anything. If you're going to be a villain, you have to step up. And first, one, it's your job to be available to the media. Secondly, stand on your feet, man. If you get beat, you get beat. But you got to stand behind your word. And he didn't do that. But what's so funny about it is that he did all that talking and his performance did not reflect anything. He had one good game of the series. Everything else was just trash. So they informed him that he basically he's a free agent. He's not going to get re-signed with the team. The team basically said that they're going to make a change in culture, right? Now they put trash talking on there, but we all know what this means. This basically means is that you had two distractions pretty much with this team. You had Dillon Brooks and Ja Morant. Let's just call it what it is. These two guys were distractions this entire season. But due to the fact that Ja Morant is the face of the team, he is one of the most exciting players in the league. And they're going to, we all know why they're keeping him. So they can't keep two of those players. And they say, well, Dillon Brooks, you're also a distraction. Your trash talking pretty much got us eliminated, so we're going to say bye. And it was getting a lot of news coverage throughout the sports networks and things like that. Which, a lot of times when you're not really a star player, you don't get much coverage. But when you do a lot of talking and knowing that what the team has been through all season long, right? A team, and this really went back last season, right? When they were doing all that talking, especially against Golden State, when they say it was strength in numbers. Y'all can't take a champion slogan and use that for y'all, and it didn't work out. So y'all talk trash last season in the playoffs, y'all lost. Talk trash again this playoffs, and you lost in the first round, by the way. So it's they had to make a change. Dillon Brooks. So he's out. We don't know what's going to happen with him yet. We don't know if any teams are going to be interested in Dillon Brooks. He's a good defender, but he's how certain guys can make an impact on a game pretty much without scoring. Everybody is not a scorer in the league, so you have to figure out what you can do to actually to stay in the league, be a part of a team, what type of impact you make. Dillon Brooks, to me, his biggest impact is his mouth, which is the reason why he's not with the team. And you got to look at his behavior, with those losses, not talking to the media. Is like, don't talk about it if you ain't going to be about it. That's what happened. Certain guys who are shooters, they have an impact on the team in terms of space on the floor. If y'all been watching, if y'all watched the Golden State Sacramento series, you saw how Kevon Looney's impact rebounding. It was so impactful. People will say, well, that was pretty much the second best player on the floor. He had 3 games with 20 plus rebounds. So, and of course, Kevon Looney doesn't talk. He's a quiet guy, but he likes to, he likes to do the dirty work. He's one of those players like, what? I'm not going to be a scorer, but I can do this. And it's worked well for his career, multiple time champion. So you have to have something that's like, all right, this is the reason we could keep you on this team. But Dillon Brooks, I'm sorry. We all know what this is. The whole Grizzlies organization, they trying to make this culture change right now. They're trying to make this culture change, and you're the first to go. Right? So whoever they bring in, is going to be a clean-cut, professional type player, professional type guy. Probably a veteran that could, show the younger guys how to move and everything like that. You have Steven Adams, but you need somebody else. So we'll just see. But I think really what it is just the you saw the immaturity of this team. And like I said, they're going to start. They say, okay, we got to change all of this. And Brooks got to go. People making jokes and him going to China and play and all of that. You said you don't really want to see it, but sometimes when you bring stuff on yourself, this is what you get. So when I heard it, and when they said under any circumstances they not bring him back, I was like, wow, they are really mad at you, right? So I hope everything works out for Dillon Brooks, and we'll see where his career leads him. Hopefully, he can learn from this. And you know, when you go in against a great player like LeBron, best thing to do is be quiet. Even when you talk about even with the greats, they don't really talk. They talk trash on the court, but they leave it on the court. They don't go to the media and stuff like that and do all that trash. Like, you're not even an all-star. You're not even a star in the league. No, you're a good player. You're a good defender, but that's about it at best. You're shooting terrible. Really don't have any playmaking skills. So gotta go. Gotta go. Oh well. It happens. Once again, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, Drinking After Dark Podcast. Also, y'all make sure y'all follow on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. If y'all have any suggestions of what new drinks I should try, please leave a comment below, and I'll try it. I have more content on the channel, so y'all go check that out, the reviews and everything like that. So y'all let me know, man. Tell me what's out there. I'll try it. All right. So we're in May. So right now, y'all know it's pretty much graduation season. So I just want to say shout out to all the graduates out there at college, those who are going to graduate from high school. So congratulations to all of you. I hope everything I hope you have a plan in place of what you're going to do next, especially in high school. Well, they're both equal. Let's just call it what it is. It's both equal. In high school, your options pretty much are, it's college, go straight into college, or you want to go into the service, or you just want to go straight into the workforce. Also with college, pretty much the same thing, going to the service. If you graduate college, probably want to go into the service, go in as an officer, or get a job in your field, which I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. But or continue on with your education, or go get your master's or your PhD, depending on what you're major in, and what you're planning on doing in your future. But for the college graduates, I think what I'm about to say is very realistic. I know we all go to college. I'm a college graduate myself. We graduate from college, and we just we thinking we could pretty much find a job, right? Find a job in our field once we graduate from college. But I think at times that nobody's really putting inside your mind that the competition, depending on it doesn't matter what field you're in, you have to understand you're in competition with, your fellow students and other graduates with the same degree from pretty much over the world. Y'all competing for the same job. And I think a lot of times that's not in your mind, because you're thinking like, oh, I could just get a job once I have this college degree. And it's not like that. I mean, it's really a competition. And now you have a lot of these companies who are hiring individuals for, say, if this was 20 years ago, you had to have a college degree for. Now they're basically saying, well, you don't have to have that. We just require you to have a high school degree, and we'll train you. Reason being, I think, is they don't really want to, pay the college graduate what they worth, so they want to keep more money in their pocket. And I think that's a lot of times what happens. And I think a lot of times what happens is they don't really want to pay the college graduate what they worth, so they want to keep more money in their pocket. And I think that's a lot of times what happens. And I think a lot of times what happens is they don't really want to pay the college graduate what they worth, so they want to keep more money in their pocket. getting his high school graduate to do that job and not really paying much because they don't really have the education to demand more money. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But no, when you go out there, man, and a lot of times too, here's the thing about it. A lot of times you can graduate in a certain field and then you realize, man, that stuff it's not for me, which is okay. And sometimes you might find something that uh it's not it's kind of like it's almost like love in the sense like you didn't find love, love found you. That's how like that career or that career is like I didn't find this career found me. And I guess like once I found it, I was hooked. And I was just like, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. And you just, fell in love with it. So, um, as a college graduate, I will always say this: keep your options open. Keep your options because you never know what you could do. You never know what's in store for you in the future. Yeah, you might say I want to do this, and then you get into it like I don't like this. I thought I would, but then I like it's not for me. It's okay to still, find a different career path, even after you graduate college. It's okay because by the end of the day, you want to do something that is gonna make you happy, that you're gonna put your all in, give 110% in, and that's that. I mean, I've seen people who always wanted to be a teacher, right? They always want to be a teacher. They get into it a few years later, they're like, it's not for me. And they get into real estate and they love it. So you know, it's really, you're always going to figure out what you want to do, even after college. You're going to figure it out. Just like in high school. In high school, it's the same thing. Like you think like, oh, I want to go to college. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then you figure out like, I don't really want to do that. I want to go join the service, and you go join the service. Like, this is where I belong, or I want to, I want to be a barber, or I want to be an electrician. Something that you could feel fulfilled in, and you can make pretty good money in those fields. It's just it's okay to have options. Don't let anybody tell you, hey, you got to stick with this and only this. That's not how it works. Have options. Have options. And if something that's happened that falls in your lap and it's something that you always wanted to do and you get the opportunity, take full advantage of it, because that's what you really want. And sometimes, it's just nature saying, even though this is what you're supposed to, this is what you think you wanted, I think you're better off over here, and you get in this position and you're like, wow, I belong here. Right. But, just keep, you got to work, keep working, even if it's in different fields or whatever like that. And then once you found something that you really, really like, go after it. Go after it. I know a lot of people talked about, the education system as a whole in ways has been devalued, but by the end of the day, education doesn't just belong in schools. It's self-education. You go educate yourself. With let's just be honest, information is out there. Like when I was growing up, if you're like a millennial like me, we're like that last generation where it's like we're ushered in this technology era where now we starting to get all this information like instantly, right? At our fingertips. So it's realistically too, it's really the job market that's doing all of this. But here my thing is too, right? My thing is first, if you're going to graduate high school, if you're a parent of graduate a graduating senior, a conversation should be had probably like a year prior. Like, what do you want to? What's something that you want to go after, right? Because let's just be honest, a high school graduate or a high school student is not going to think 4 or 5 years down the line. You know, they might save some 4 or 5 years down the line, but let's just be honest, they're not thinking that far. Okay, I'm talking from experience. I didn't really think that far. I was thinking about like, okay, I have these options. I need to think about these options. You know, but ask them what are they passionate about. And put them in the right track to be successful. Let's just be honest. Everybody's not going to be a doctor. Everybody's not going to be a lawyer, right? But there's other fields where you could be successful in. You could be an educator. You could be in a tech field. You could be a coach. You could be a coach. You could be a stylist, or a fashion designer. You could be again like an electrician or a plumber, a barber, a beautician. A mechanic. Like, you could, if there's something that you love, I think you should go out there and figure out a way to make a living off of it. If you love, real estate, you want to get into real estate, get into real estate. But I think we have to, we can't force college on everybody. And if you are in college and you're just doing this just to please somebody else, you're not going to be successful. It's all you have to please yourself first and foremost. You got to, make sure your happiness is first. Like, if you're in college and if you drop out because like this ain't for me, I got to take a whole new different approach, then do it. And it's okay to make a change. People might not like it, but they have to respect it. Because you never know. You could, think of something else and you could become really successful. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to tell you congratulations when they doubted you in the beginning. So, yeah, that's just me, letting y'all know how I feel about everything. But once again, congratulations to all the college graduates, to all the graduating seniors, high school seniors. I wish everyone the best. Find your path. That's what this life is, man. Just find your own path. Go on your journey and be successful on your journey. So that is me giving my opinion to you guys. All right, y'all. Well, we're coming towards the end of the episode, man. I just want to thank everybody for supporting this episode. Hey, look, we're close to 100 episodes, y'all. Close to 100 episodes. This is episode 96. We're real close to 100 episodes. So I'm planning on doing something real special for the 100th episode. So y'all stay tuned to that. Make sure y'all tell your friends and family about Drinking After Dark podcast. Hey, listen, man, once again, just go to my social media pages. Please like and follow. Also, please make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, man. Until next time, this is your boy Darius from Drinking After Dark podcast, and we out. Peace.
Gotta get to the money. Gotta get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. Gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and me. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. Straight. Gotta make sure that the kids in there. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money.